After a week dominated by foreign policy challenges, President Trump is preparing for a major domestic policy focus next week as lawmakers return from their spring break. On the agenda, health care, tax reform, and coming up with the money to keep the government open. Quite a list. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts is here with details from the North Lawn. Good evening, John.
Brad, good evening to you. As the president's first 100 days rapidly draws to a close, he is putting a full-court press on his legislative agenda. At a signing ceremony at the Treasury Department today, initiating reviews of Obama-era tax and financial regulations, President Trump said, hold on to your hats. Tax reform is coming.
We'll be having a big announcement on Wednesday having to do with tax reform. The process has begun long ago, but it really formally begins on Wednesday.
If the president rolls out his tax reform proposal next Wednesday, it will drop right in the middle of a legislative battle to keep the government running and the possibility the president's health care plan may rise like a phoenix from the ashes.
It's evolving. You know, there was never a give up. The press sort of reported there was like a give up. There's no give up. We started. Remember, it took Obamacare 17 months. I've really been negotiating this for 2 months.
Sources tell Fox News the language of a new amendment to the American Health Care Act could come as soon as tonight. Congressman Tom MacArthur, chairman of the Moderate Tuesday Group, and House Freedom Caucus leader Mark Meadows have reached an agreement in principle on language that would preserve essential health benefits for subscribers, guarantee coverage for pre-existing conditions, allow dependents to stay on their parents' plan to age 26, and keep insurance rates equal regardless of health status. But it would also allow states to seek limited waivers to opt out of those provisions in the interest of lowering premium costs and expanding the number of people insured. The White House is clearly happy at the progress, with one caveat.
I'll tell you something that hasn't happened on health care, something that's not changed at all. It seems that there are no Democrats who want to support health care reform, and I think that's unfortunate.
White House officials say a vote on the new health care measure could come as early as next Wednesday, though the end of the week or next week is more likely, raising the possibility the president would rack up no legislative achievements in his first 100 days. In a tweet, President Trump railed against the 100-day benchmark, writing, quote, no matter how much I accomplished during the ridiculous standard of the first 100 days, and it has been a lot, including Supreme Court, media will kill. And as the president attempts to thread the needle between moderates and conservatives over health care, today he also tipped his hand as to what he might be thinking about immigration. In an interview with the Associated Press, telling the so-called dreamers that they can rest easy and not worry about being deported. The president saying that he's not after the dreamers, he's after the criminals when it comes to immigration. Brett?
John Roberts live on the North Lawn. John, thank you.